Hey guys, and welcome to the fifth video on this tutorial series. At least I think it's the fifth one now. And today we're going to be covering how to bank. And banking is pretty damn simple in RSBot. We've got a lot of methods that make it so easy that everyone could do it, including you. Yeah, I don't mean to be offensive there. I mean, I assume you're learning, so that's what I meant, you know. Banking is pretty simple. There are only two possible things that can go wrong when banking. The first thing that can go wrong is the fact that the bank is not open. If you try to do something requiring a bank to be open and the bank's not open, then problems occur. You cannot, of course, deposit stuff in the bank if you don't have the bank open. The second thing that can go wrong is server lag. So if you deposit a lot of things very quickly and the server's lagging, some things might remain not deposited. So you want to have precautious sleeping times, and you get to know what I mean in a few moments. But first things first, regarding our script we're making here, I want to say I've created the @mine method, which is very similar to the @bank method, but instead of bank here as our subject, I made OR, and the rest is pretty much the same thing. Private boolean, @mine instead of @bank, our subject OR instead of bank is the nearest OR ID, and I don't have the OR ID just yet, but I'll get it anytime. And if our OR is not null, then we check if it's on the screen, and we return true if it is, and we return false if it's not. Okay, so let's get into our banking method. Again, private, and now it's going to be void, because we don't need our method to return any value. Simply in our loop, we're going to say if we're at the bank, we do bank. That's it. We don't want to know if our bank method returns something, because it doesn't make sense that our bank method returns anything. There's nothing to return. So public void do bank, and here we're going to deposit everything except our pickaxe. This is going to be a mining script, as the name says, iMiner. So we're going to deposit everything except our pickaxes. So the first thing we have to do is if bank is open. So bank is a class which has a lot of methods we can use, and one of the methods for bank is called isOpen, and this tells us true, bank is open, or false, the bank is not open. So if this returns true, then we do something, and if this returns false, then we're going to do something different. And if the bank is open, we're going to do bank deposit all, and we sleep, for example, 800, 1200. Pretty decent sleeping time there. So we deposit everything, and then we wait for around a second, and then we will continue with our script. And if the bank is not open, we want to open it. So we do bank. I think there was a method for bank open. Yes, there it is. Bank open and sleep. Now a bit more time. A second more, because it's going to take some time to get to the bank and open it. So that's the reason why our waiting time is there. As you can see, our banking method is very simple. It's just private, because it's not going to be accessed from other classes, only going to be accessed from our loop, which is inside this class. Void, because it doesn't return a value, and then do bank. That's the method of our script. And if our bank is open, then we deposit everything inside our bank, and we wait for some time. If the bank is not open, then we open the bank, and this bank open method, I don't think I can access it from here. Nope, I can't. But basically it has a lot of bank IDs, and it searches for if that ID is on our screen, and it opens it, and it works with a lot of banks. So it will open the nearest bank booth. and we wait for some time to let our character open the bank. And that's pretty much it. Of course, if we are at the bank, we do bank, so we don't have to check for if we are at the bank inside our method, because we do it before. So only if we are at the bank, we're going to actually bank. So we don't have to check for if the bank is null or for if the bank is on our screen. That's already done from before. So that's pretty much everything there is to the banking method. And in the next tutorial, we're going to be covering the structuring of our loop. Of course, this is a very small loop, but in the next tutorial, we're going to be seeing how to structure our loop so that our script works efficiently and works correctly. So we're going to structure it like a normal person would use the game. So how a normal person would play is how we want to structure our script. You'll understand what I mean in the next tutorial. For now, remember to subscribe and tune in for the next video. I hope you learned something and you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys then.